In this video, I will show a few of the very basic things in video editing. If you are an absolute beginner and have never tried video editing before, then this video is for you. There are a lot of video editing softwares out there. Some of them are free and some comes with certain restrictions. I'm using Wondershare Filmora, which is one of the best and easiest for beginners. If you want to download and try Filmora, click the link in the description. This is the workspace you see when you open Filmora. Before explaining the layout in detail, let's do some initial settings. Go to File, Project Settings. You can change the aspect ratio here and choose the resolution, or enter the custom resolution and set the frame rate. I believe you have the basic understanding of these things. If not, leave a comment below. I will make a video about these topics. Now go to File, Preferences. Here you can change the language, appearance of your Filmora. You can also change the default paths of your files. I will leave the default settings as is. Now for the sake of understanding, let's divide the workspace into three areas: Media Browser, Preview Window, and Timeline Window. In Media Browser, you can import all your videos, audios, and images. Filmora comes with few sample colors, video clips, and green screen effects which you can use in your projects. You can create new folders and organize all your clips, which will be helpful if you have a lot of clips. To import, click on this image or go to drop down and select the method. In Filmora, you can record your PC screen, web camera, or record your voice to an existing clip. To record the PC screen, click on Record PC Screen. Here you can set which part of the screen you want to record, full screen or certain area. You can also manually enter the resolution here. If you want to record the audio files that has been playing in your PC, enable this. If you want to record the audio from your mic, enable this. Also you can change the path, frame rate, and all these things here. If you want to record your webcam simultaneously with your PC screen, then check this box. Finally, hit this red button to start recording. To stop recording, hit F9 and the recording clip will be automatically imported into Media Browser. Let's import our files. Hold Ctrl to select multiple files and click Open. If you import a large clip, large in terms of resolution, Filmora creates a proxy file, so you could use the proxy file to edit faster. You can change the settings by going to File, Preferences, Performance. Now scroll down to Proxy. You can also create proxy file manually. Right click and select Create Proxy File. You can filter your clips here, and you can change the appearance of your clips here. In shared media, if you import any videos, audios, or images, you can use them in all of your projects. This is the preview window where you can preview all your media files before importing them into Timeline, or you can play back the clips in your Timeline. To preview, click on any clip or right click and play. You can resize your preview window like this. You can preview your clips frame by frame with these buttons. For better playback, set the playback quality to half or even quarter. Now if you check the duration of the clip, it is 24 seconds. You may not need the entire 24 seconds in your project. In such case, in the preview window, go to desired frame where you want your clip to start from and click this button or hit I in the keyboard, which creates in point or the starting point. Similarly, go to the end and hit this button or O in your keyboard to create the out point. Now if you drag and drop this, only the selected portion of the clip will be added to your project. To remove these in and out points, right click and select clear in and out points. This will let you change your project settings, which I showed earlier. You can create snapshot of what you see on your preview window by clicking on this. It will be automatically added into your media browser. You can change the volume of your speakers here. Remember, this is now the volume control for your project. And finally, you can switch to full screen with this button. Unlike many other video editing softwares, Filmora doesn't allow you to undock your preview window to move it to another monitor for full screen preview. But you can check out my video on how to use additional monitor for full screen preview in Filmora by clicking on the link in the description. And also, this indicates the position of your playhead, hour, minute, second, and frame. This is the timeline window, and these are tracks. One with the play icon is a video track, and one with the musical note icon is the audio track. If you add a new video track, it will be added above the existing video track. If you add a new audio track, it will be added below the existing audio track. Tracks works like layers. Video track 1 will be your bottom layer. Anything you add in the video track 2, it will be on top of it. This is the playhead. You can move this to anywhere you want. Click on and hold your left mouse button to drag this to zoom in and zoom out of your timeline. Let's add some clips into our timeline. There are many ways you could add the clip into your timeline. One of them is to right click. As I mentioned earlier, if you click on the play, it will be played in the preview window. To add it into the timeline, click on insert. Remember, the clip will be inserted wherever your playhead is. Let's move the playhead. Right click and insert. In case if there is a difference in resolution or frame rate between your clip and your project settings, this window will pop up. I will click on Keep Project Settings. As you can see, the clip is added where my playhead was. Let's undo this. To move your playhead back to the beginning, click Home button on your keyboard. Insert the clip again. Now I will show another option to insert. I will move the playhead here. Right click on this clip and select Append. So it simply adds this clip at the end of your previous clip, irrespective of your playhead's position. Another way and the easiest way is to simply drag and drop the clips wherever you want on timeline. As I said earlier, you can click and hold your left mouse button and drag this, zoom in and out of your timeline. Or click this plus or minus button or click this to fit all your media within the visible area of your screen. The red line here indicates that if you preview the video in your timeline, you will not get the smooth playback. It will lag. To get a smooth playback, click on this render preview button. Once the rendering is done, it will show green line instead of red. If you could see, there's a difference between these two clips. The first one has a line underneath it, which means the clip has an audio with it. You can remove or modify that audio by detaching from the video. Right click on the clip and select Detach Audio. Audio will be moved into audio track. Double click on it to modify the settings. Or you could simply delete it. Let's do some cuts. To cut any clip, drag the playhead to the desired time. Use your arrow keys to move frame by frame and click on the scissor to cut the clip. Now here is another tip. If you delete the clip when the auto ripple is on, all the clips which are on the right side will be moved to the beginning. I will undo this. If you delete the clip when auto ripple is off, only the clip will be deleted and an empty space will be created. To remove this empty space, right click on it and select Close Gap. Or you could select all the clips and drag them to the beginning. If you click on your clip and drag above the existing, new video track will be created. To remove empty tracks, right click on the tracks and select Delete Empty Tracks. To create new tracks, click on Manage Tracks. In the Track Manager, select number of tracks and the position of your tracks and click OK to add. I will undo this. If you cut without selecting any tracks, all the tracks will be cut at current playhead's position. To cut any individual track, make sure you select the track first and then hit the scissor button to cut. Markers are one of the important options that you should be using while editing. You can use the markers as bookmarks and come back to it whenever you want. To add marker on any individual clip, select the clip and click on marker. Let's do it again for this clip. If you want to add marker to all the tracks at once, make sure you have not selected any tracks and then click on markers. To delete them, right click and select delete. Now I will shorten this clip, maybe even more. And I will delete the empty tracks. To change the track height, right click and select adjust track height. Let's add some transitions. You might have used transitions in your PowerPoint presentations. If not, transitions are nothing but an effect which is applied between clips. It simply means how we want to end the current clip and start the new clip. To add a transition, go to transitions. Here you will find so many transitions, you could double click to preview them. I will add dissolve, which is one of the simplest and most used transitions. Now you can drag this to extend or shorten the duration of this effect. Let's go back and play this one. Double click on this transition to set different modes or exact duration. If you have number of transitions, you can set them all to the same duration and modes by clicking on apply to all. Let's add some audio. To add audio, go to audio. There are so many music clips that comes with Filmora. I will change the view here. Click on any thumbnail to preview the audio and drag it into your timeline. You can decrease or increase the volume by dragging this line. Double click on it for advanced options. Drag this to fade in your audio or manually enter the duration here. I will cut the audio to match the video and add 2 seconds for fade out. To preview, click on the play button. You can also change the volume here. If you have an audio with different audio levels, you can use auto normalization to set maximum level for the entire audio. If your audio has background noise, you can check this box and drag this to remove the noise. You can also use some EQ presets, or you can customize them however you want. Likewise, you can change the pitch of your audio. You can also create keyframes to adjust the audio manually. Let's add some text. Go to titles. Filmora comes with so many text formats or templates. You can simply add them to your timeline and change the text. Double click on any text to preview it. Drag and drop it on top of your video track 1. So your main video will be in track 1 and text will be in track 2. You can preview and adjust the timing of your text. And double click to modify the text. In this controller, you can change the scale, rotate, or even enter the text position manually. Click on Advanced button. You will get a separate window which you can maximize. To change the text, drag the playhead where the text appears and click on the text and change it. I'll enter the date here and some title. You can modify your titles with all these settings such as color, shadows and the positions, or you could use available presets. To animate your titles, click on animation. preview your animation and double click to apply it. The template I choose already has the animation, so I will leave as is. To add new text, click Add Text button. Adjust the timing and move the text to where you want to. To delete, click on Delete button or Delete key on your keyboard. You can add these shapes and modify them. You can also import images. You can also modify the font of your text, size, appearance and alignments here. Once you're done, you can save the editing template by clicking on Save as Custom and give a name to it. So you could use it later in any other projects. Click OK to save and to exit the advanced window. I will render the preview here. You can always play back and customize if it required. Let's add some effects. I will delete this text and this clip for the time being. Go to effects. Again, Filmora comes with so many effects that you could use. All of them are organized. Browse and preview to check if that is what you are looking for. Once you are happy with the selection, you can add it into your timeline. Now you can add these effects directly on your clip. It will be applied to the entire duration of the clip, or you can drag and drop on top of your clip in a separate track and adjust the duration of your effect. I will show both of them. Now I will drag this on top of our clip. Now you can see this icon which represents that this clip has an effect. Double click on your clip. You can modify the effect here. In this case, I will simply lower the amount of fade. Once done, click OK. I will undo this. Drag and drop on top of our clip, but in a new track. Now you can change the direction of your effect. Similarly, there are so many individual elements that you could use in your projects, such as social media icons, arrows and so on. To add any of them, drag and drop on your timeline and double click to modify. I will add this subscribe button. Double click. Under transform, I will decrease the scale. You can also enter values here to move your elements to exact position. If you double click on any video clip or image, there are so many advanced options that you could modify, such as changing the opacity of your clip. If you have any clip or image below this track, that will start showing as you decrease the opacity. In motion tracking, you can track any moving object in your clip and replace that with any other objects such as image, or you can add an object to follow the motion of that moving object. In color menu, you can use any of the LUTs to apply the effect. You can apply animation to your clips here. Now if you want to show two clips simultaneously, you can use this split screen feature. Go to split screen, choose any of these, drag and drop into your timeline to add the clips. You can watch my video on how to use split screen feature in Filmora. Once everything is done, and if you think you are ready to export your project, then click on export button. New window will pop up with so many export options. You can choose the output format, rename the video file, choose the output file location, and finally confirm the output settings one more time. Click export and your project will be exported. Make sure to select enable GPU option, which uses your graphics card to speed up the export. I left so many video editing features in this video which I wanted to explain, as this is meant for absolute beginners. But finally I want to show how to use green screen in Filmora. Add your background clip on track 1. and the image or the video with green screen on track 2. I will cut and remove the extra length of our green screen clip. We will also remove the audio which came with the clip. As you know, right click and detach audio and simply delete this audio. Now double click on this green screen clip. Go to chroma key, which is another term used for green screen effect. As you can see, there is an option to choose the color which you want to hide or fade out. It doesn't have to be green always. In our case it is green, so I will select the green color itself. You can use these options to fine-tune the composition. In this case, I will simply increase the offset. For now, this looks good. As this is for demonstration purpose, I will leave the rest of the settings as is. Render the preview and always play back to check if it needs to be modified. Finally, if you think you have learned something or anything from this video, then please like this video and subscribe for more videos on video editing.